Hey, good morning, everyone. Scary here. 10 till 9, man. The topic of this conversation is going to be a little bit on the serious side. Today, it's not going to be as funny as some of my past episodes. But every episode I have is true. All the content I have is true. So this is going to be, I'm going to try to put this thing together as best I can. It's about dream state. And I thought about how I was going to do this today because I just woke up. I slept 10 hours last night, which is great. I don't sleep that much. Because I got a lot going on I have a lot going on in my head these past few months. My dad being in memory care and all the stuff that goes along with that and the family issues that go along with that. And so I'm restless. I can't sleep. I slept really well last night. And so what I want to start out by saying is our subconscious, and everyone has a subconscious, is a giant sponge. It takes in everything we say, everything we do, everything we think. That's the big one. Everything we think, everyone we talk to, everything that happens to us in a given day, a given week, a given year, our subconscious takes it all in. It's a story. It's a storage bank. And I have some friends that are deep thinkers, i.e., I have a really, really close friend who's a psychic medium. And I sit with her a couple times a year for a reading. She's amazing. If you've never done one, find one. If you haven't found one, send me an email or send me something in comments, and I'll shoot you an email of her address. If you live in the tri-state of Cincinnati, she's about $100 an hour, worth every nickel. But so your subconscious takes in everything, and so some deep thinker friends that I have will say, "Well, your subconscious is whatever your subconscious is taking in is portrayed in your dream state." Yeah, it's wild. I mean, it's twisted, right? I mean, if you think about it, if you really think about it. So, a good friend of mine who is a medium, one of my psychic medium's name is Kim, but one of her friends is a medium, and he's like a real deep thinker. He's like a philosopher. He took philosophy in college. He was talking about the subconscious, and we were talking about this about a year ago, and he was saying, well, everything you say about yourself, like if you say, he says, never say I can't. Because the minute you say I can't, it's speaking poorly of yourself, and it goes directly to your subconscious. Because your subconscious does not know wrong from right. Green from blue, odd from even. All it knows is what you say about yourself or to others. So if you say, I can't, then all that's going to do is create a manifestation, which is another angle completely. That's another whole, manifesting is a whole other topic, and I'm going to touch on that quickly. But I'm going to go back to your subconscious. Whatever you say about yourself or think about yourself, because you don't have to verbally say anything. Your subconscious knows everything. Here's your thoughts, registers your thoughts, especially what you say. And it stores it. Let me give you a quick example. Because if people are having a hard time following this, I understand. So I'm going to lay it out in layman's terms for you. I'm going to simplify it for you. Because it's deep. Because I'm a real deep thinker. I mean, that's probably why I'm so twisted and ate up. But if you continue, okay, here's an example. If you don't have any money, you're poor, and you work paycheck to paycheck, and you're struggling to make ends meet. If you continually say to yourself, "Man, I don't have enough money for that," or if your girlfriend wants to go out, or your husband wants to go out somewhere with you, or your wife wants to go somewhere, and say, "Hey, honey, we don't have the money for that. We don't have the money for that." Or I'm always broke. I don't have enough cash. I wish, or I wish I had more money. I wish I had more money. I wish I had more money. You're transmitting that. You're transmitting. You're manifesting that lack. You're manifesting the lack. That's the word I'm looking for. And your subconscious takes in that manifestation of lack. And what it does is whatever you manifest and your subconscious registers, it gives you more of. Think about that. What you manifest, you get more of. It's true. I'll break it down for a little bit more simply. I'll break it down more simple for you. If you take a seed, you dig a hole in the ground, you put the seed in the ground, cover it with dirt, and water it. You're putting a seed in there, and you're trusting that the seed is going to grow a plant. That's like a manifestation. You're trusting that seed in a week, a month, a year is going to grow a beautiful plant. It's the same thing with a manifestation. You have to plant the seed of your want with your manifestation and trust that it's going to come true. The universe, i.e. God, but I call it the universe because everyone has their own belief system in the universe and who controls it. Hears everything you say. So if you have a manifestation and it's just you want, don't say I want. Say I already have. Pretend you already have it. That's the word I was looking for. I was off track because I got a lot of content here. I'm going to try to squeeze this in pretty tight. I'm trying to help people follow me. If you put out to the universe that you already have it, you're going to tell your subconscious you already have millions of dollars. But don't say millions. Say I have enough, but I just choose not to spend it today. I have enough. Oh, I got plenty of money. I got plenty of money in my checking account. Even if you don't. Even if you don't. I mean, I don't know how many people out there have read the Bible. I've read the Bible. I mean, I was raised Catholic, and I think it's a pretty cool book. And I'm not going out on a spiritual limb here. I'm not. But in the Bible, the word I am is in there a lot. I am. Jesus, God. That's an affirmation. I am. If you use that affirmation in present day, I mean, trust me, I have manifested things in my life that have come to fruition. I have manifested things. I have a dream wall. I'm not going to show you the dream wall. Well, I'll show it to you really fast. I got a dream wall I look at every day in my office. It's a vision wall. It's called a vision wall. And it's cluttered with horses and horse racing. Here, I'll turn the camera really fast. You can see it. There, I hope you caught that. That's my vision wall in my office. And some of the books that I've read will talk about that. They'll say, well, you got to have a vision wall in your office or even your car, in your visor in your car. If somebody wants a brand new house someday, but they don't have one yet, put a picture of a house on the visor of your car and put it down every morning before you go into work and look at it. And it's called meditating. Meditate at that thing. Let your subconscious see that house that you want. You may not get the exact same house, but you will get a house like that. Here's a really good example. I live in a condominium in a really, really nice area of Cincinnati. Okay? My brother lives up here, 7 doors up from me. About 20 years ago, I was a designated driver one night from the bars downtown. And I drove him home because I was DD. And I'd never seen where he lived because this was a new community 20 years ago. And I drove up there and I remember saying to him, God damn, this is nice up here. Nice condo, Pete. And I pulled up and he stumbled out and went in his house. And I remember, because I was sober, driving around because it wasn't dark out. We did some day drinking. So I'm driving out of there. It's like 5 o'clock in the evening. I'm thinking, man, this is nice. Man, I wouldn't mind living up here. And that was 20 years ago. This is a good example of what I'm talking about. My subconscious was aware that it turned me on. But this was nice up here. And I was saying to myself all the way home, because I lived in another town called Oakley, which is about 15 minutes from where I was. I kept saying, man, I wouldn't mind living up there. Man, that's nice. I've never even thought about a condo. Man, that's nice. Man, that's nice. I kept on saying, man, that's nice. And I said to my mom the next day, man, hey, Mom, I drove Pete home the other night. Man, he lives in a nice place. That's a nice place. See what I'm saying? You're manifesting it. Whether you know it or you don't know, you're manifesting that desire. And I had that desire so strongly that day, that particular day, and then that following week, I kept on thinking about it. When you're thinking about something, it goes to your subconscious. And then if you really want something, you feel it, so it goes to your heart. And that week, I was feeling it and thinking, man, that's a nice community. Man, I would love to live up there. And then what did I do? I let it go. Not knowing that I put it out there. I planted that seed. That goes with everything you do. So going back to the dream state, I know I got off topic. I could talk all day about that kind of stuff because I believe in that stuff. I believe in manifestations. I believe in clear thinking like that. You look at something every day. That wall I have up there, that's the vision wall. I am, quoting from the Bible, I am a successful horse owner. I am. I already have it. It's on its way. It's on its way. But I have it. I already have it. Although I didn't mean to say it. I have it. I already do. You got to pretend you already have it. And then trust and believe. How many times have you heard that saying, trust and believe? It's amazing. But so you get stuff in your dreams. Like last night I dreamt that I was in a restaurant in the north end of Boston. When I was in my early 20s, like 19 through 2021, me and my buddies used to go and we would take a subway from the suburb of Boston into Boston, downtown Boston. We'd go to the north end because the north end is the Italian section. And in there, people build Italian restaurants inside their houses. It's really neat. If you ever have a chance to travel, go to the north end of Boston. It's neat. Boston in general is a beautiful city. Very cultural. But we used to go in there for all the sports teams. You know, this is the Boston Bruins. I love my Bruins. Love my Bruins hockey team. Anyway, that's another subject. I dreamt out North End last night. And the dream was so vivid, it was identical to this one restaurant I used to go to. And it was a vivid dream. I haven't been thinking about the North End in years. So what I'm saying is it's in my subconscious still. Because I remember we used to go, me and my buddies went to this place. And I'm not going to name the place because I don't even know it's still there. I don't know if it's still there. In 1 year, in 1979, we probably went to the North End 6 or 7 times. We liked it that much. And at a young age, your brain is still developing at a young age. The human brain does not completely develop till you're hit 25 years old. So your subconscious and your feelings are really a sponge in sponge mode. The dream was so vivid. I woke up this morning exhausted. It took me through every nook. It took me through the bathroom. It took me through the entrance. It took me through the faces that used to work there. It was a wild-ass dream in the North End of Boston last night. Right down to what I was eating on my plate. Because I always had the lasagna and the garlic bread. So, I mean, this program could go on for, I could talk about this for an hour, but I don't have an hour. I gotta go. I got things I gotta do today. I gotta get some fillings put in my mouth. God dang it. So my bottom lip's gonna go this afternoon. I'm getting Novocaine. So I don't have the afternoon to talk about this, but yeah. So if you're dreaming about something, what? Well, Gary, then why did I dream about my ex-wife? She was a raging bitch. Well, because it affected you that much. See? It affected you that much. You took it into because your subconscious went through all the emotions, the emotions of a nasty divorce, or the things that she used to do to you, or not do to you, but the way you perceive them to happen to you. And you took that in. It's happening to me. Why does this have to happen to me? Why is she being such a bitch? Why is this happening to me? And then your subconscious takes that in, and then later on you dream about it. I don't know. I'm not a guru on the dreams. You know? People have written books. They've done movies about it. They've had speculating visions about it. They have these groups. I've gone to these dream groups. It's pretty wild, some of the stuff you hear in those. But, you know, you can probably catch a lot of stuff in your dream state. But when you wake up the next day and you don't know what you dreamt about, it's because you've manifested something, or something had happened to you very powerful years prior, or weeks, or days, and it's coming out in your dream state. Dreams are a lie. Excuse me. Dreams are a lie. You could take in your dreams and enjoy your dreams. Enjoy the dreams. But don't look into it too much, because it's just your subconscious playing back a film that it's made over your course of your life. 45 years ago was the last time I was in the North End of Boston. Bet it's changed a lot. 45 years ago. And and my subconscious is just throwing it out there now? Man. So, in short, because I got to get off here, I got to go. In short, if you want something in life, I know this is a totally different episode. You're seeing a totally different side of me. If you want something in life, you have to manifest it. If you're in a business where you're working in a business atmosphere, and you want to move up higher, and you want that corner office, and you want that promotion, there's two ways you could do it. You can fake it to make it. That's another story. Just when this show's over, Google "fake it to make it," and it'll tell you all about that. I'm not going to go into it today, but you could use that angle, which is a cheating angle, but it works. Or you can manifest it. Feel it. Think it and feel it. Feel it in your heart. Feel it in your heart. Really feel it. That you already have it. That it's already yours. This condo is proof. Because 20 years goes by after I saw my brother's condo, and this one comes up in the market. And my mom told me, hey, there's a condo exactly like Peter's on the market. Because my parents had friends that were realtors. They hung around because my mom was a realtor. There's a condo on Peter Street, Gary. It's identical to his, but it's on the other. It's down the road a little bit. It's on the market. You want to take a look at it? That's how that ball started rolling. 20 years goes by. And my mother says there's a condo on your street. That's on your brother's street. That's identical to Peter's. I remember you talked about that one day. Well, there's one up there. Isn't that wild how that came to pass? So here I am. I'm in this condo. I manifested it. So if you want something in life, put it out there. Put it on a dream wall, a vision wall, or on the visor of your car. There's a movie that came out with Jamie Lee Foxx and Tom Cruise back maybe 15 years ago called Collateral. There's a scene in there where Jamie Foxx is a cab driver. There's a scene in there where Jamie Foxx is sitting in his cab in the morning or in the afternoon, and he pulls the visor down and he looks and he sees this vision of what he wants. I'm not going to tell you. You'll have to look at it. It's a vision of what he wants every day. And Tom Cruise was his passenger in this one scene, and he said, "What's that?" or something like that. He goes, "It's what I want someday." And I look at it every day. It's what I want someday. Life is a big sponge. And if you open your eyes, open your heart, and open your thinking, instead of being negative, because I'm not a negative person. I mean, we're all guilty of it. But if you're not a negative person, per se, and you try to be a deep thinker and manifest your dreams, manifest your hopes and desires, make yourself a vision of something. Look at something every day. Think about it. And if you don't have to think about it every day, but if you think about it hard enough and put it out there, it'll come to you. You got to trust and believe. And as far as the dreams go, that's just your subconscious playing back old tapes of things that you've experienced in life. So if you're more positive minded, and you're kind to your fellow man or fellow woman or whoever, whatever, and you're a good person, good things will come to you. Hasn't always worked for me, but it's working. It's been working. It's been working for a while now. Because I'm a good person. I'm twisted. I'm made up. There is no doubt about that. But I'm a good person. And the universe knows it. That's all I got. This thing's going past 15 minutes. I apologize. Had a lot of content today. Could have talked about it longer, but I didn't have time. I'll go back to the twisted stuff eventually. But today I woke up just thinking, I got to talk about this. I got to figure out why did I dream about the North End? That's all I got, people. Have a nice day. There's going to be it's supposed to be in the mid 70s this week. I guess since spring is on its way. So all those seeds that out there are planted, they're going to start growing. See, as an example, there's seeds that fell from a pine tree pine cones fell to the ground last year. New pine trees are going to grow. Trust and believe, right? That's all I got. Have a great day. Take care of yourselves and each other. Peace out.